Good morning folks, how are we doing? Hope we are well. It's the day after completing a 300-kilometre audax in the southwest of England. That's called the Moonrakers and Sunseekers. Fantastic event which took place in November 2021. Normally November is associated with pretty cold weather here in the UK, but it turned out to be a mild weekend altogether. It's lovely blue skies today, a little bit crisper, a little bit colder, but a great day for riding. The weather looks pretty good outside. I might just ride for a couple of hours. Anyway, in this video I'm going to take a quick look at the bike that I rode that day and the kind of things that I took with me and things that stayed at home. As you can see, I've got it up on a bike stand. It's still coated in mud. The event was only yesterday. I thought, tell you what, we're doing another video. So basically this is a kit list video and kind of show you the bike out of the road as well. Now, yeah, the way I put it up, drive side is this side, so I'm just going to walk around here, talk about the cassette, it and the drive chain. So it's 50 up front, 34 cassette at the back, which gives me a big range for beyond the hills that I experienced on this ride here in Bristol. In fact, so it's not right in the furthest southwest, it's not massive chunky hills. There's nothing steep on the event, so 34 kind of suited me well. Further along here is a bottle, the bottle cage, got a relay strap holding in place this cage with an assortment of bits and bobs. So that cage is equally as muddy and filthy on the outside as it looked. So take a look in close. Got some masking tape, which I used unsuccessfully as a tyre boot. I'll tell you a bit more about that a little bit later on. A multi-tool, it's got a chain breaker tool in there, and it's got some patches hiding underneath. So okay, 2 tie levers, a spare USB lead. What I've got here, some latex gloves to keep my hands clean while I'm changing stuff. I've got this small blade tool which allows you to cut through zip ties and things like that, and cut masking tape to size should I need it. In here, look a bit further. Okay, so just taking that bag out to have a look. So I've got a spoke key, spare hanger, a couple of really tiny zip ties, spare batteries for the rear light should I need those. For part 2, I've got some pre-glued super patches, GP2s, and in this bag here I've got some spare quick links for the Shimano chain. So that's everything that's inside there. It's not including that. I'll just take that out of the picture. So yeah, that was all inside the third cage, which ran down on the down tube. Let's take a look at the bike. You've probably seen one of these before. These are the Voulez straps that held everything together. In the past I've used like Velcro straps, but I've found that they don't quite hold it in place, and in the past it's fallen out. I've had to recover it, usually on a hill, on a downhill. So I've had to go rushing back up to go collect it. Anyway, so furthermore on the bike, got 2 bottle cages. On the particular 300 we're talking about, we've been overnight and quite a few checkpoints. Only one of those had liquid in early on, and then later I replaced it with some more energy drinks and sugary drinks like Coca-Cola and things like that. So we'll start moving towards the front of the bike and the cockpit area. I've got the Wahoo Roam on here, which is currently played with a bug. It will just lose GPS and you have to turn it on and off, which is not clever. But Wahoo know about it. I'm not doing anything about it either. So the Cat Eye Volt, I believe this is the 1200 model. Yes it is, it's Cat Eye Volt 1200. Kept it mostly on the lowest setting possible, so it lasts the most amount of time. Switch to medium on the downhill sections, and you have to make sure you switch it to medium before you before you start going down the hill. As you go through the settings, that's a flashing one, which is like a slow flash, and you cannot see where you're going. So make sure you switch down in time. Tyres. These are Michelin Endurance Pro. As a spring-summer tyre, they've been fantastic, but I've kind of left them on too long. I should have swatched some winter tyres on because I've got a slit in there, so that needs replacing. Come back to the back of the bike, as soon as I were talking about tyres, this one no longer has the Pro Endurance Michelin tyre on, because for the same reason. I was out on a ride, 700, and the tyre slit, so somebody came to my rescue. That was Lily Walker, thank you very much. So this one is a Durano Plus, I think. It's hard to see beyond all the mud. Wheels from Vision, the Team 35 disc brake compatible wheels. I'm going to be upgrading those next year to something else for the transcontinental race. I'm not sure what models will be, but it's worth saving a little bit of weight there by changing out your wheels. Forks, carbon forks, titanium frame on this Sonda Calibri bike. There's some pedals which are from Ultegra, the cranks, sorry, and the pedals are from Shimano's as well. I'm going to be taking those out and replacing those for the TCR with some mountain bike pedals, get those on. So staying with the cockpit a little bit longer, towards the front of the bike, I've got this Rock Brothers. Let's see what's inside. Got an Exposure Link Plus Mark II. This fixes onto the helmet, goes right onto here. Let's pop that in there so you can see what it looks like. So it's front light and rear light. Didn't need that, luckily. Nothing happened overnight, that warranted it. Chamois cream. I rode a 300 without actually using any cream. Let's have a look what's left. Couple of gels. I don't usually use gels, but there was an emergency. So I've got an Aqua Energy Gel, SIS Go Isotonic Energy Gel. So it's these 60 milliliter ones. I think they give you, I haven't seen how many carbs, they give you 36. Yeah, didn't use that. What else we got? Some Haribos, a bit of spare change. There was more in there earlier, like cereal bars and things. Of course I've eaten those. Right, straight below that, I've got a mini pump. Let's take that off, show. Let's have a look. So you can see what brand it is. So that's held in place with some Velcro straps from Zeffel. The pump itself it's a Topeak brand, Mini Morph G. It says optimised for road. Brilliant, this one, really good. It's the best one I own. I own a few, and this one comes with the integrated gauge on it as well, so you can get plenty of air, which I needed for a couple of punches that I had. Went all the way up to 75 psi. If I had the patience, I'd have gone even higher, but that's perfect for the tyre brand I've got on there, and it goes up to 87, so that's kind of mid-value. Coming to the back of the bike, it's a charge saddle. I think that's a spoon on there. Some mucky cat eye lights on there. This, I'm not sure what brand that one is, but this one here is a Cat Eye Omni 5. That's that model. They do a 3 as well, but it is nowhere near bright enough. Oh, before going to here, you probably want to know what this is. This is an exo rail for mount kit, and when I have a large saddlebag on it, it completely stops it from shaking around and things like that. It's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let's take a look inside, see what is left. I've taken some stuff out, but I had 2 spare inner tubes in there, used them both, threw one away. This one was donated by another rider on that event because I didn't have a long valve. Here I've got a power bank from Rev Power. I don't remember the capacity. I think it's like, oh no, it says it on there, look. 16,000 even, 750 mAh. And there's the other inner tube that I didn't know I had, hiding right at the back there. How crazy does that look? Bloody hell, I didn't see that. I should. I always thought I had 3 with me. So it's really crappy glasses which aren't good for night riding, so I'm going to be upgrading those soon. I was wearing a pedal head cap for the TCR 2020 cap. I wonder if they'll be bringing out a new one for next year, because it's well worn now. Gloves, fingerless gloves, yep, that's right, fingerless. It was a warm November evening, so I've got these ones. Don't know what brand that E is. So I've got a gilet. I forget what you call these, but yes, a gilet. 1 second. It's been repaired. It's normally got a zip on the front, but my mum's been near it and she's put a Velcro strap all the way around it, because it's yet another thing. I broke the strap, the zip on. And it's got a big pocket at the back, because it actually includes arms as well. So it kind of doubles up as a rain jacket, so that's stuffed in there. That was my overnight gear to keep me nice and warm. Underneath I was wearing Kalenji heart rate monitor, which died at some point, so it needs a new battery in. The Rafa jersey, some bib tights from DHB, Aeron model DHB arm warmers. Definitely needed those overnight because I was very minimal. Talking about shorts, everybody throughout that was saying, "You wearing shorts at this time of year?" I'm like, yeah, all you gotta do is keep spinning your legs, keep moving, and just don't stop. So I was nice and snug and warm. Did a couple of moments overnight where it was a little bit cold, but pedalled faster. Got a snood, some North Wave shoes, size 9, some cleats on there, of course, and some DHB foot covers. Keep your toes warm. Again, didn't really need those, but there was a little bit of a chilly wind, so that was there anyway. Finally, things that I could have took, but I never could, just weren't cold enough. Grip grab, so that it's a skull cap, keeps your head nice and toasty. Again, didn't really need that, it's not winter. Could have taken these, but it didn't apply to yesterday's event. So the Planet X Core Climb Control 365 lobster gloves. Again, far too much. And finally, base layer. I think this was from Audi, I think it's a Crane one. Could be wrong. No, it looks like it says Crane on it. Base layer, so I didn't need that. Again, for all the reasons I've already stated. It was just a really nice November audax. So I think I've gone over everything. Is there anything I missed? TT bars on there, used those a couple of times, don't use them at night. Yeah, just spotted it as well underneath all that mud and grime and stuff. In here, the Kalenji cadence sensor, so that's held on with a couple zip ties. Yeah, that's my kit list for riding the 300. Not exactly a winter, or well, it's definitely not a winter checklist. If you enjoyed this video, if you've got any questions, feel free to head in the comments and tell me what, if you're using this particular event, if you do 300s or above or below, whatever, if you ride audax this time of year, what do you take with you? Is there anything that I could have taken along with me, perhaps I should have done? Tie boot is probably one of those. I had to borrow somebody's tie boot. Energy gels, I could have used those. Always keep them aside for a special rainy day, and it wasn't raining. So yeah, that probably rounds up really my kit list for riding a long day or night audax. For me, take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.